Okay, hi, my name is Julianna Joy and welcome back to Projects in Pajamas, except for some reason I did not actually title the last video that name, so I don't know why I felt like I needed to do production breakdowns with the name of a sitcom, but whatever. Anyway, let me introduce what we've got going on here. Flannel pajama pants from Christmas last year, and then this is a Virgin River Casino sweatshirt that I thrifted in Illinois. It's very comfortable, but it's like incredibly stained, so I don't wear it out in public anymore. Today we are talking about The Year I Lived As You, and I'm doing a production breakdown for it. I'm very excited. The song comes out for me tomorrow night at 9 p.m. By the time this is out, the song will have been out for like a month. So let's give this a quick listen. Literally my favorite song I've ever written. I wrote that one. It was literally just me and Dee. We started in September of 2023, and we started it on the day that the hurricane hit LA. The most random shit in the world. So I've got the mixing tracks pulled up, and I thought we would start with the bass. We are at 78 BPM, which is quite slow. We are in C major, I think. I don't know. I just have it on the default of what is in Logic. I have all the bass parts soloed already, so this should be quite simple. Looks like the first thing happens right here. And it's literally just this single one hit of a bass note, which I think is so funny. It's so interesting. It's like just these like random one hits, and it's like not even, I don't even feel like I can contextually tell you where that is happening in the song. I have to assume that that's the first verse. Am I right? I don't want to unsolo everything. This is the pre for sure. And it's literally just these single hits. And it's actually, this bass part comes in the second part of the pre. Because when I'm playing live, we are hitting a staccato note right there, and then we're going into the chorus. Wow, okay, let's hit that one more time. The slap gives it that texture. The chorus itself is so bouncy, as I will reference here. We brought in my boyfriend Cole, who also plays guitar for me live, to come and play the final guitar and bass parts. We were in the studio, and Dee and I were like this needs to be rougher. This needs to be a little bit more chaotic. The song is all about the chaotic emotion that goes with realizing that you're a bad person. Like, we gotta make sure that it sings that way. And I feel like this bass it's dirty and it's destructive. Let's see what else is going on. We have 808 going on in this song, and I actually don't think the bass guitar is used at all until we are in the second pre, which is so interesting because, as I have stated before, I am such a huge bass guitar person. It's actually like one of my favorite instruments to play. My ex convinced me to sell mine, so I don't own one anymore, but that's like on a future purchase list, just to buy a bass again, because I love playing bass. Yeah, there's literally nothing in here until we're back in this pre-chorus. And yeah, and it's again only halfway through the second pre is when that bass comes in. This is very minimalistic in terms of the bass that I use normally. Oh, this is so interesting. This is a completely separate take. This is like another take. See, this is a little less aggressive. I think the song itself, it's kind of like this come down of emotion. I kind of view the song as being like very manic. It's like a manic episode, and the end of the song is like this like come down. Like you say like, oh my god, it's all my fault, and then you're having this come down, and the bass part reflecting that kind of come down of like, oh fuck, like there lives in the field, you're the wolf that bites into them. Like that's cool. There's this like part that the bass plays that kind of signals where the rest of the emotion is gonna go. I want to do guitar. I'm not gonna make the mistake I did last time, except I'm probably gonna see an mistake in the edits, and then whatever. Okay, so there are 4 guitar tracks. Again, this was my wonderful and amazing boyfriend Cole doing guitar tracks. It's so funny, like the guitar in this really only happens again. It looks like it happens a little bit here in the verse, but we recorded this pretty clean from what I remember. Yeah, just a little love that. There's a little bit of like a starting feeling. It's cool. Okay, so again, like this is the second half of the pre. It's like totally like Soundgarden in that. It's doing this like very dancey guitar on what is such a super depressing song. And obviously there are 2 parts here. So that first part is this. Yeah, like that's so sick. And then while that's happening, this is also happening, which are these like 1 hits to kind of emphasize this kind of like dirty and dark aspect to this song. It's just so sick. All right, let's get through the rest of the song. I actually think this is the same case as it was prior, which is that there is no other guitar part again until the second half of the pre-chorus. In fact, we don't even have the clicking hits going on in this second verse. The second verse is so different from the rest of the song. It's longer, it's meticulous, it's like very focused on what I'm saying instead of how I'm saying it. Yeah, here's that second pre. I think often songwriters will forget there's like a very fine balance between like what you're saying and how you're saying it, and this is just one of those songs where I was like, I just need to say what I need to say and decide when I'm done saying it. I a little bit regret how long it is now, but that's how I was feeling at the time. So it's not like I would go back in and change it. Ooh, I love that strum. Yeah, it's like so dramatic, a little like Western. This song is so fun to play live, and I feel like it's
really fun to play live because of those guitar parts.
So maybe let's do, I feel like maybe drums are the next place that we go. I'm gonna put the 808 in with the drums because it's real as fuck. I'm really trying to go through and make sure I'm not missing anything like I did before. I think I got everything. This song really relies on the synths, and it actually looks like a lot of the same elements that we used in Gold Star also happen to be in this song. So let's get it from the top. The drums don't come in until right after this line. I understand why you were miserable. That's when they come in. So you're kind of going through this beginning and you like don't know when the drum is gonna hit. And I think that carries really well with the line being, in the year I lived as you, I understood why you were miserable. So this is the verse. So got that kick. And this open hat sound. And then this would be the pre-chorus, which does not have any drums in it. All right, we're entering into the chorus. It's not that different. It's a little bit more staccato, but we're not, yeah, there's like that tiny fill that makes it in there that's like a little bit different. And then we have these rolls, which are these tom rolls, which are so fun. They're so like dramatic. They're so dramatic. When we started working on this song, I felt like, oh, here's the 808s. I was like, what? Yeah. Oh, in the year that I lived as you, I watched it fall apart. Yeah. Again, like this instrumentation on the second verse is intentional because, again, like it's so much about what I'm saying instead of like how I'm saying it. You know, I view myself as an author, not just a songwriter, and I'm trying to tell a story. I'm not just singing. All right. We're in this last chorus here. Again, very stripped back. There's almost like no action in the drums. It's just so pulled back, I think, in comparison to other music that I've done, which I think makes this song so unique and special. Ooh, you know what? Let's do the piano. Let's do the piano. It's got this like old-timey ragdoll vibe to the tone of this. Yeah, and then the bass part, there's you can hear the little dum 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 dum. It's got such an 80s tone to it, it's wild. Yeah, so this like slamming, and actually there's two parts that are playing here. It's like two layered parts that are, one is the like shaky ragtimey feeling, but then it's also doubled with this very clean, like, upright piano sound. Very Elton John-esque. Alright, let's get into these fucking synths. I keep saying it. I really want to do it now. I'm gonna try to solo as many of these as I can, but I don't think that that's actually that interesting.
So this is the beginning of the song. Nothing happening. See.
Oh. Okay, wait, let's get that. Let's hit that. Yep. And you know what? I know exactly what fucking part that is at. Just that tiny thing. When I heard that, when D was like, what do you think of this? I was like, oh my God, that's what it needed. It sounds like I'm fucking stepping into the ocean and I'm drowning. Oh my God, I forgot. I said it in a video recently, whether it was on YouTube or on TikTok, where I said what I love when pop music references horror scoring in its like production and its sound. D is really fucking good at creating that. And so again, like the song is so grimy, it's about such a dark subject. So adding a part like this that feels like a little like you're being choked. Crazy. Let's hit that one more time. Oh, I came early. That's what she said. Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. And then D has his own collection of synths. It's this incredible collection. Oh, these are so cool. What's wrong with my timing? This is why I need the metronome. It hurt my head so bad last time. I'll stop talking. How about that? How about I just fucking shut up? Okay, this is the chorus. I'm like, where did everything go? Because the guitar is the main part of the chorus and the piano as well. So again, like these very textured, like one hit situations that are happening in these verses, like the verses rely so heavily on these one hits to create the dimension that this song exists in. It creates this incredible soundscape. It really does lean into this like almost sci-fi sound. It's so fucking eerie. It sounds like The Purge. Wow. And that's it. Oh, I was wrong. We're in the last chorus. And this comes in. If the idea of this come down feeling towards the end of the song, and you just get this like really haunting harpsichord sound. Sounds like a funeral. It sounds like, and I mean like this is the last song on the record, in which I have not named on my YouTube, but have named in the articles that I've been interviewed for. This is the last song on the record, so kind of ending it on this funeral note is like kind of crazy. All right. Synth bass. Synth bass.
I guess I'll throw the bells in here too.
Okay, we're about to be into the understood why you were miserable. You right here. And there's nothing that goes on in that chorus at all, but that's so fun. You know, the bells again, like if we're trying to create this funeral type thing, like when I listen to the bells, I think of churches, I think of weddings, I think of ceremonies. If I'm sitting here and I'm having this revolutionary idea about myself, I'm saying goodbye to a version of myself that I never want to be again. Having these elements in this song really set the tone and the energy for what is to come for me in the future. Alright, second verse. I don't imagine this will be much different than the other verse. Yeah, it's like the exact same. Looking at this song, you would think that it's so complicated. Like I feel like Gold Star was really complicated, but I feel like this song is actually pretty straightforward. Let's do vocals and just hear what's going on. All right, let's get it. This first take of this was so hard. That is like, I think that's 3 different takes for each part of that vocal. Because I couldn't get it perfect, and I believed in the power of these ones. In the year that I lived as you, I understood why you were miserable. Mm-hmm. You saw yourself in me, and for that, you rejected everything. And in the year that I lived as you, I learned your tactical approach to decision. I played a part in an active militia. You blame all your wars on women. You blame all your wars on women. Oh, bells! Sorry. And I have trouble letting things go. So I will take a dive into your waste pool. Some aspect of your post-high school LA facade would kinda be true. 'Cause there lives in the field, you are the wolf that bites into them, just to pimp out the flesh and never gores you down. You just poke with a knife, 'cause your hate was on purpose, but you know the best way to live your life. Wow. Wait, that was so insane. I can't believe we get to hit that again. 2 things. 1, obviously I was in choir because I'm like listening to these vocal stacks. I'm like, 'cause there lives in the field, you are the wolf that bites into them, just to pimp out the flesh and never gores you down. You just poke with a knife. I love doing so many vocals, and one thing that I really love doing, and what I think is so important about sitting with music for a long time before finishing it, is finding what I naturally do when I'm just singing along to the song and wanting to incorporate that into the song. Now granted, I pick and choose what I do with that, but I want to save some stuff for live shows. But the way that I do ad-libs and harmonies most of the time is I will actually like go through and I'll do like 3 or 4 takes all the way through the song, and I try not to think about the harmonies in my brain too much, and I just kind of like let what makes sense to me come out of my mouth, and if I hate it, then I don't put it in. This song, as well as Gold Star, the other single to this project, are out now. I hope that you enjoyed it. I love doing these videos because, you know, we recorded these songs a year and a half, some of these songs like 3 years ago. I don't remember what's in them in terms of layers and production. Really only know what I hear in my head, which is 99% of the time the master. So getting to like go back in and like open the chapters of this story I'm telling and dissect it with you is very fun. I feel like it also makes me very aware of what I want the next projects to sound like and what I appreciate about the music that I've made so far, because I feel like this is the most me that anything has ever sounded, and I feel like it's because there is this really great emphasis on texture, movement, and horror. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you liked the song, it is available to stream now.